Hello, welcome to my confessionals. So here I am on the Career 2.0 tribe where we lost the challenge, unfortunately. Mostly due to Royal's terrible score. And Royal's not someone who talked to me that much. So I think this cycle might be me targeting Royal. We'll have to see who's on board with that. I feel like I'm cornered on this tribe, basically. See, basically everyone came into this tribe with at least some sort of a pair. Myth and Lucy came in together, Moo and Yosh came in together, and Royal and Rad came in together. Now, that's just what their original, that's just who was on their original tribe, so I don't know. There's an airplane. And then I came in here on my own, basically. And I don't have a loved one, so I feel extra on my own. Luckily, Lucy also doesn't have a loved one. We both lost our loved ones in the very first vote out. And we already bonded over that pretty well. I actually feel like Lucy's gonna be a great ally for me because one, we're similar in age, and two, we've just had great talks, strategy talks so far, and we think the same thing about this tribe. What do we think about this tribe? I'll tell you right now. We think that Moo and Yosh are gonna team up with Royal and Rad, making a 4 against 3. So that's just like the obvious, simplest way this tribe breaks down, given that Yosh and Royal are loved ones. So obviously they're going to try to work together, and given they both have a former tribe mate with them, it's an easy 4, it's a fair 4 to be a part of. If I were them, I would do that. So what do I have to do to counter that? I already have an alliance with Lucy and Myth. Now, that is convenient because Myth just lost Penzo. And so now us three are the only three in the game with no loved ones. So of course, we're going to have to stick together too, in case this season becomes about loved ones versus non-loved ones. So we have that alliance, and I'm really excited about that. I want all three of us to make it through this vote. That is the only goal. And I think the best way to do that is for me to get Rad on my side. And taking him away from Royal, a former tribe mate, will not be easy. But I've already told him about my alliance with Kevin, Chocolate Lingerie, on my original L'Amour tribe. So I basically laid it out for him. I said, I would love to work with you. I've already worked with Kevin. If you were going to work with Kevin down the line, this is a great opportunity for us to get a head start on that alliance and start really building something. And he answered very positively. He said, I'm down, let's do this. He was like, I'm vibing with you. I think that's a great idea. I didn't lay out an alliance of what he wanted, of what I wanted, or who I'd want to vote yet. So the next step for me is going to be working with Myth to find a plan that he's comfortable with, because I don't know if we'll vote out Royal, even though Royal's my ideal person to vote out because he doesn't talk really to me at all, and he did tap on the challenge. He really screwed us on the challenge. But he's in the strongest position pretty much because he's right at the center of that potential 4-person alliance. Lucy has given me a lot of information of who she's talked to and what kind of talks she's had with people in the tribe so far. And she mentioned that Yosh is trying to work with her. So if Lucy can get in with Yosh and pretend to be fully on board with him, she can potentially see who they're voting for. Lucy also told me that she's fairly confident that Myth has an idol. And if we can force Myth to play that to try to save us, we can move forward with our 3, and I could save my idol. But I'm not opposed to playing my idol this vote if I need to. I would play it for Lucy or Myth or myself, because I think it's very important that us 3 move forward together as a 3 no matter what happens. See, this isn't about just saving myself at this point. This is about saving myself and people who I think will work with me long term. And I really think Lucy and Myth would be in it for the long haul, given that they don't have loved ones either. Moo is another option for us to work with. That's been Lucy's. She was working with Shine, who is Moo's loved one, and I would be ecstatic to work with Moo, but so far to me he's been a little standoffish. We really only talk about the challenges. He doesn't reply very quickly, which is okay, but it's just hard to really get a conversation going with him. Getting Lucy and Myth and myself through this vote is number one priority, and that's what you're gonna see me do. Hopefully this will be my first big strategic move, getting Myth and Lucy and myself through this vote. And if I am able to be successful with that, I feel really good about my chances moving forward long term in the game.